What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this, Saturday night, still to me. I'm doing pretty good myself, and I hope you guys have had a very nice, relaxing Shabbat. I definitely had a very nice, relaxing Shabbat. You know, this is what Shabbats are all about. Putting the Most High first, okay? As we rest, or whatever it is that we're doing. Just so long as we got Him within our minds, okay? Now, those two videos that I just showed you makes you wonder what the hell is going on in the sea, and why would they drop a 40-ton bomb in the sea? You understand? Now, I can tell you, we're going to get into that particular story, but first we're going to go through this particular one, which I believe it to be a lie. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you what I think it is, or should I say who I think it is, okay? So let's cover this particular situation here, and then we'll get into the next part with them dropping a 40-ton bomb in the sea, okay? And then we'll get to the part to where what I believe this is all about, okay? Caspian Sea explosion blamed on underwater mud volcano. Boy, they'll tell you anything. But this is what this story says. That first one, the video we just saw, when we saw fire shoot up out of the water, you understand, way up into the sky in the atmosphere, okay? This is what they're saying. An underwater explosion launched a towering column of fire into the sky over the gas-rich Caspian Sea on Sunday. In a stunning display said to have been caused by a so-called mud volcano in Azerbaijan. Footage captured from the water and the air shows a bright mushroom cloud rising out of the Caspian Sea on July 4th in a spectacular and unexpected eruption. The Caspian Sea is home to many offshore gas platforms, though Sakar, Azerbaijan's state energy company, insists that it had nothing to do with the blast. No incidents have happened at the offshore fields and the industrial structures controlled by Sakar. Spokesman Abram Akhmedov said work continues normally. All right. So you just don't know what to make of this stuff right here. And like I said, not to be outdone by the Gulf of Mexico, there was a massive explosion in the Caspian Sea. Okay, look at this. Fire shooting up out of water. And if you remember, they had that situation go on, I think it was within the same period of time, about the Gulf of Mexico, where they was putting a fire out in the water with water. Yeah. So, I mean, there's something going on, okay? Now, to continue here, it says, Sakar also rejected a claim by Azerbaijan's Oil Workers' Rights Protection Committee that a fire had broken out at an old exploration site at the Umid gas field. Sakar says the explosion was caused by a mud volcano, one of hundreds that lurk below the surface of the sea. The company located the mud volcano on a tiny uninhabited island called Dashley. The mud volcano was still burning on Monday morning, but Azerbaijan's emergency ministry said it did not pose a threat to people or the nearby oil and gas operations. All right, and I guess this is the island right here, and you can see this mud volcano, as they say, still burning. Okay. Mud volcanoes are rare and poorly understood geological phenomena involving intense pressure and heat in the subsurface of the earth. This pressure builds up and eventually blows in an explosion of salt, clay, mud, methane, or natural gas. All right. Goes on to say here, most mud volcanoes are typically quite small, but some of the world's largest are in Azerbaijan, according to the U.S. Geological Service. The mega mud volcanoes can measure up to 9.7 kilometers wide and around 100 meters high. It's unclear what might have united Sunday's eruptions, but it's plausible that it was caused by a mud volcano, according to Mark Tingay, a professor who studies the phenomenon in the University of Adelaide in Australia. Okay. Yeah. Goes on to say here, so first, Aberdeen is the home of the mud volcanoes and hundreds of them. My Google Earth mud volcano map of Aberdeen gives you the idea of just how ludicrously many mud volcanoes there are, both onshore and offshore. Okay, Aberdeen is known as the land of fire because of its rich oil and natural gas reserves, some of which occasionally catch fire. The latest eruption came just a few days ago after the surface of the Gulf of Mexico caught fire due to the underwater pipeline leak. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. See, now we get over here where it says, while the U.S. Navy releases footage of a 40,000-pound bomb explosion off East Coast. You see, now this story is just going to tell us that they were conducting some sort of exercise. Okay, but let's get into it. It says here is a WNCN. The U.S. Navy released footage of a full ship shock trial taking place to one of the newest and largest aircraft carriers in the world. Video showed a large explosion taking place next to the 100,000-ton USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier off the U.S. East Coast on June 18th. Okay, so this big, massive explosion that they conducted came after this mud volcano allegedly just erupted underneath the ground and shot up this fire up into the sky. Okay, goes on to say here, the United States Geological Survey recorded the explosion as a 3.9 magnitude earthquake about 161 kilometers off the coast of Florida. The U.S. Navy conducts trials using live explosives to test that their warships can continue to meet demanding missions requirements under harsh conditions they might encounter in battle, the Navy said in a statement. Okay, so now this is what they're telling us, but let me show you what I think it is. Yes. This is what I think it is. You understand? Leviathan himself, that it speaks of in Isaiah chapter 27, verse 1. In that day the Lord with his sword and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that the crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. Okay, let me read that. Let me read it again. It says here, chapter 27, is Isaiah chapter 27, verse 1. In that day, the Lord with his sword and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. Okay, that's what I think it is. I ain't lying, I do. You know, these people like government, you know, they are not going to tell us these things. You know, just like everything that they have kept hidden, they give us just so much truth through movies. Okay, and we've been watching Godzilla forever. You understand what I'm saying? And where did he get these beasts from? These creatures like this. Leviathan is all through Revelations. Okay? He's in, like I said, Isaiah chapter 27 right here. You see, he's in other parts of the Bible as well, even in Job. Okay, Leviathan himself. We are in the end times, and there's going to be a lot of revealing going on, because a revealing of mysteries. Okay, because that's what it means. Revelation means is to reveal things onto us. This is what the Most High want us to understand and know. This is why it's such an increase in knowledge. Okay, this is part of it. Now, for those of y'all that might think I'm misinterpreting the scriptures or reaching or just don't know what I'm talking about or downright crazy, stick around and watch for yourself and you'll see. This is what I think the government is at war with. You're going to drop a 40-ton bomb in the damn ocean. You understand? Killing, I've seen this mass, I'm talking about mass of millions of fish wash ashore as a result of doing so. You know, then you're around here blaming these fires as it's just igniting, you know, in the sea, on gas lines and all that kind of stuff. Now, I understand that this whole world is set up on a fault, which is like, you know, full of gas. And once the bottom of this round earth drops out, now notice I said round, I do not believe the earth is flat, and even if it was, so what? What does it matter? Okay, you got a lot of people like to make issues about that too. But once the bottom of this round earth drop out, that is when you'll see the lake of fire. These same fires that you see in these volcanoes and these dragons, these things that's going to come up from beneath the earth, the sea itself, that looks like this thing that we see before you, Leviathan, aka Godzilla. Then we're going to see the truth. Okay? There's another movie called, y'all check it out if you haven't already seen it. It probably came out, oh man, I think back in, could have been 2012. I don't know, but it's called Pacific Rim. The Pacific Rim. They made two of them. I haven't seen the second version yet. I think that one's the latest one that they made. You know, Pacific Rim 2. And again, it talks about things coming from beneath the surface of the ocean. Okay? A lot of these movies, it be prophecies that they get from the Bible. This is where they get the ideas from and the looks of the creatures and every dang thing. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this particular story right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.